This is the issue with women in modern society. She clearly is pregnant and has an infant on one hand, but instead of creating a stable, secure environment, all she sees is an opportunity to trend on social media. And as if that's the worst part of the video, after she drops the can, her child gets scared and starts crying. Honestly, this video breaks my heart because all she cares about is the views she'll get after her child cries on camera. I wonder what kind of atrocities she'll do after she gets her second kid.
Pow!
And don't get me started on the clickbait. I actually thought this was a cute video, and I was curious to see how long her husband would take, only to be hit with utter disappointment in the end.
Women.
Okay, this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom.
This is one of the worst pieces of advice I have ever heard, if I'm being honest, and I have been advised to drink engine lubricant in the past, so that says a lot. But that wasn't a joke. I'm serious. Someone once told me to do that. Why would you assume every marriage will go south just because yours did? Telling women not to get married is just crazy work, if I'm being honest. Such advice is what is destroying society in general. Because there is a young lady watching this who now thinks marriage is a scam and it will end with you being a single mom.
Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's gonna happen to you.
What?
Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy, most of the time, being a single mom. This shit is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle.
Exactly, that's why there is a thing called marriage, where you are supposed to come together with your partner and face life together. You saying being a single mother is hard is similar to saying water is wet. Come on, it's common sense. Instead of you coming on this app to rant, you should try sitting with your significant other and try to solve your issues. I'm not saying marriage is easy, I'm saying if you choose to be a single mom, stop complaining because, honestly, it seems to me you'd rather complain than try to fix your marital problems. In a case where both parties have mutually agreed not to be together, that's fine. But it doesn't give you the right to publicly tell everyone that marriage will never work out and all the ladies will end up as single moms.
I'm sorry. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this.
Well, it seems like you actually did post the video, but anyway.
At this point, I am like probably not 99, maybe 89% sure that I'm probably going to be divorced within the next year. So I can't stay with this. I can't be with you. I can't.
Why?
And I feel like I've tried so hard. So I've been married for 3 years. People always ask me. And it's really gotten to the point where it's like the past, like, probably 2 months have just been the worst. To where it's like, maybe we just call it. Maybe we just call a spade a spade. But then I'm like, I remember when my parents got divorced. And I do not want to put, like, my son through that. But also, doing it for the kids is not enough. Love is not enough. Getting married, I kind of regret getting married for love. Because I damn sure didn't get married for money.
You know what it feels like to be in a broken home because your parents also had a divorce and you clearly want the best for your son. But just because of money, you want to call it quits. I don't know why these women always run to social media when there is a problem in their personal life. Because what the hell? It's been hectic for less than 60 days. And you are already publicly sharing your plans of leaving your relationship that you have been in for over 3 years. All because of money. My question is, once you get divorced, will you magically become a millionaire? If you are leaving your marriage because of money, clearly your husband can't even pay child support. So if there is anybody who should regret getting married, it's your husband because all he got was a woman who just won't stick around when the going gets tough.
But I'm also just like, as a Christian, shouldn't get divorced. No, like whatever it is, we can work it out. It's you and me against the world. But it's like, damn, do I want to be miserable? How long do I want to be miserable for?
You can't even make this up. So you are religious and you know very well that as a Christian you shouldn't get divorced. And it's not like your husband cheated or is abusive or is just being a bad partner. It's all cause of money. Just cause you don't have financial comfort, you are ready to take off and leave the relationship. In her words,
do I want to be miserable? How long do I want to be miserable for?
Clearly she just can't persevere for a little bit with her husband. The minute she runs into a challenge, all she could think of is her leaving. And I'm sure life won't get better once she gets a divorce. So all this is simply her using her current situation in life to get some social media attention, some few likes and comments, so that she can feel some sense of achievement and get some clout. Instead, she should be thinking what she can do to rescue her marriage and find a way to give her son a childhood with both parents.
And the thing that I also hate is like I feel like people don't share this part of marriage. Like when people are in the thick of it, because I was watching this interview with like DeVal and Kadeen, and I think he said the first 3 to 5 years of their marriage was like hell, but they stuck it out, and now they've been married for what, like 10, 15 years, and they, seem to be happy. I don't know, but it's like
So she clearly knows that the first few years of marriage are usually tough. She just won't accept that that's her current situation and also that it will get better with time. Instead, she'd rather pack up her bags and jet off. Classic modern-day female.
Your last breakup, was it your fault or theirs?
It was definitely my fault.
Finally, a woman taking up some accountability for a relationship that did not work out. Do you know how hard that is? In modern-day society, most women just blame the man or her circumstances, and they never admit that they played a role that led to the relationship not working out. So at least she admits she was the issue in her previous relationship. So what happened? Why did the relationship not work out?
I was honestly really, really, really horrible and really avoidant, and I wouldn't talk anything out. If he did something wrong, I would just block him. And I think he had had enough, honestly. He just wanted peace, and I respect that.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're witnessing here is nothing short of extraordinary. The 1% of modern women, a rare breed indeed. Many of us believed this level of self-awareness had gone extinct, yet here she is, alive and kicking. In a world that often rewards blame shifting and victimhood, this woman has done the unthinkable. She's openly accepted her mistakes and acknowledged her wrongs. Someone like this shouldn't just be appreciated. She ought to be protected right after the National Reserve. What we're seeing is practically unheard of in today's culture. It's a display of humility and accountability that deserves recognition and respect. But it also makes you wonder, why did it have to get to this point? Why did it take the end of a relationship for her to truly see her flaws?
Why do you think that was how you handled that relationship?
I didn't grow up in a family that was very affectionate or that showed a lot of emotions. So I didn't know how to handle love.
Do you have any regrets?
I wish I was nicer because I don't know how the relationship could have gone. Maybe we could have been happy together, but I didn't give that a chance.
Most people probably wouldn't say that. What makes you different?
I want to be authentic as possible, and I want to be a better person. So I had to admit that I was a bad person in order for me to become a better person.
Honestly, I'm not even mad at her. At least she's honest enough to recognize where she went wrong. And I have no doubt that in her next relationship, she'll be a better partner. This right here is significant. In a time when so many women are drifting further from the timeless feminine qualities that defined generations and the wisdom to build rather than break, it's refreshing to see one who's actually working to reclaim that essence. She isn't blaming society, playing the victim, or making excuses. She's holding herself accountable. That kind of maturity is rare today, but it gives me hope. It proves that even now, there are still women out there striving to be better. Women who understand that true empowerment isn't about rejecting femininity, but refining it. So let me ask you in the comments, do you still believe there are feminine women left in today's world? Or are we a century too late? Like and subscribe. Uncle Vex is out.